when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always said, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. Haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. They find some open field here. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake. Allen on the move to his left. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. We'll call that a punt at 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
Are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Willis open here, Adam Thielen. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To the air on first down. Here's Willis. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Von Miller just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy...
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and the Bills will take over possession here up at the 44. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Max Crosby in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
So we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter. Here's another good example.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. From the gun, it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. It got his man complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll run with Patterson. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively. They're on first down, holding them to a short gain.
On second and goal, Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
In motion comes the tight end left. Third down, goal to go from the 8. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
This situation in the fourth quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in, announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead and take it, set it aside, and move forward.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Second down, Willis looks to throw here. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. First and 10, it's Willis. Forced out to his left. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Here's Willis now off the play fake. Out to his left. Throw caught there by Osborne. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator. Showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges delivered to the NFL.
Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. Second down, here's Willis. Buying time to his left. And it'll be intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On second and 9, Willis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying again another day.
Throwing now is Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
And some space here. Touchdown, Vikings.
Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers. All of them kind of moving as one. And look at the end result. Big plays.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
3rd down, it's Willis.
Open man, it's Thielen, it's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Jacobs going to try the middle. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be 4th down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This from 36 yards out. The kick by Joseph is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
McKenzie now from his end zone.
So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. Allen taking it himself.
And he is going to have the Bills first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Allen off the play fake. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Back to the ground now, Patterson.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. From midfield, here's Allen. Over the middle to Beckham. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. First and 10, it's Patterson. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And it's a jet sweep into the hands of Metcalf. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll run with Patterson.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
They'll go again with Patterson.
And he stopped immediately there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Patterson running between the tackles. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being for touchdown Bills. Dawson Knox from 4 yards out. And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
That makes this a 9-point game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Now Willis.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Willis. And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Bulldozes past him. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
And now here's another interception.
Jair Elam makes it quick, and the Bills are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Based on the fact that he's still out there, and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Play action. Now it's Allen. They'll roll him out right.
Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. On play action, Allen. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
Allen going to fire quickly and get it to Diggs out wide. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. To the air, Allen. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Max Crosby getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carry goes his way.
I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Now Willis.
Dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Willis. Able to find Thielen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Throwing, Willis. Sliding out of the pocket. Able to connect with Jacobs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Willis to throw. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
And the Bills are going to recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll work down inside the 45. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Again, Patterson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass.
This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. High fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring.
He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Willis to throw.
Rolling to his left. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
This to possibly force OT. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
So it's a win here for the Bills. And this one, Charles, just too much Josh Allen.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know a way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record-breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoiled little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how can you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in